A couple of months ago, I sent on a lot of items to Thredup Luxe, and some sold, some didn't, but I want to tell you guys all about my overall experience with it. So first I'm going to show you guys what sold. The payout for this Rebecca Taylor sweater was $11.80. I got $38 for this Amelia Toro dress, $98 for this Stella McCartney, 65 cents for this, so don't send Hugo Biscotti in. I got $45 for this red Valentino dress, $10 for this belt, $90 for these heels, $26 for these Pedro Garcia flats, and $44 for these Balenciaga heels. Now, these are the things that they didn't take at all after I sent them in. They didn't want to sell them, so they sent them back. This is a leather Miu Miu little crossbody bag. Here's some more Miu Miu leather heels. Now, just because they reject things doesn't mean you can't send them in again, because a lot of times they will take them. I have not sent these back in. These are unworn snakeskin Manolo Blahnik sandals. There's a two-piece Versace suit they did not take. This is a brand new with tags Adam Lipe's little sundress, and they might not have taken this because when I sent things in, I think it was in September, and it's the end of February now, so this might have just been too summery, but I don't think that I'll have a problem selling it. This is a Piazza Sempione dress, and I know that they didn't take this because it doesn't have a size label, and they were pretty clear that they don't want you to send in items that don't have their size mark, but I kind of took a risk, and I thought maybe they would know what size it was. This is an Oscar de la Renta blouse that I was just going to give away because it had sat forever, and I figured I might as well give it a try to send it in to them. But they probably didn't take it because there was some markings. Here are some Prada point-toed heels they did not take. What else? Oh my gosh. They did take these snakeskin Salvatore Ferragamo heels that I'm excited to list. They did not take in, I sent in a lot of shoes that they did not take. These red Valentino shoes. These are an older style Jimmy Choo, which is probably why they didn't take these. But I figured why not give it a try. It was my first time sending in a box, so I kind of just wanted to know how it would go. And then I sent in these Miu Mius. They're little kitten heels. They might have been a little dated. Maybe that's why they got rejected. But I could send all of this stuff in again, and they might take some of it. So I've seen people say that they sent in things like 6 times, and on the 6th time they'll take it, but all the rest of the time they didn't. And then these are sandals, so they might not have taken these. But these are Giuseppe Zanotti's, if I said that right. Really nice. And again, this is all stuff that I sent in with my original box, and they just didn't take it. Now I'm going to show you the things that I sent in and they accepted but didn't sell. This item was in somebody's cart the whole entire time. It is a vintage Mark crossbody bag, and it's brand new, in perfect condition. I think that it was selling for a little over $200, and nobody bought it. These were also in people's carts the whole time that they were listed, but just didn't sell throughout the process. They're brand new in the box Valentino sunglasses. So, you only have so long for your items to sell, and if they don't sell, you have to basically put them in your cart and rebuy them, except they're free. You just have to pay shipping, and that's the way that you reclaim them. And to be honest, I had a hard time reclaiming these items that are in this box because they were in people's carts. And after the time limit runs up that they're listed on Thredup, you have 14 days to claim them. These are Isabelle Marant Etoile wedges. So anyway, you have 14 days to claim the stuff that doesn't sell. And you can only claim it if it's not in somebody's cart. So these 3 items were constantly in people's carts, but they weren't selling. And I waited and waited. I thought that they would be out of people's carts and that I would be able to add them to my cart and then ring them up. But I had to contact support and say, I want my items back, but they're in other people's carts. And it was kind of not as easy as I wanted it to be. But after almost a week of getting on them and saying, I want my items back, my time is about to run up, they added all 3 items back in my cart and I was able to get them back. Because what happens, and you should know this, is that if you don't claim your items back in the 14 days after the listing time runs up, they are Thredup's property and you don't get them back, and if they sell, you don't get the money for them. So if your items don't sell, you want them back. But these items that I'm about to show you right now in here, I had no problem reclaiming them. They weren't in people's carts when the time ran out, and I just immediately got them back. This is an opening ceremony knit skirt. This is, and I do not know how to pronounce the name of this, so I'm sorry, but this is a Sakai Luck. Here is the tag. Little, sundress. This is a Zimmerman dress. Yeah. I had this listed on Poshmark, honestly, for like $40 before I sent it into Thredup, and it never sold. They had it listed for over $100, so I was really excited for it to sell on Thredup, but it never did, so that's fine. This is, I don't know how to pronounce this name either, L'Agence, little black dress, and I think this was selling for $65 to $75, and it just never sold. This is a Helmu, hopefully I'm saying that right, Lang little jersey dress, which they had this priced high. Luxe items you can't adjust the price for. So a couple of these items that sat and weren't selling, I lowered the prices, and they still didn't sell. That's fine. This is a Layla Rose cocktail dress. It's super pretty. I'm thinking I can probably sell this on Poshmark. Okay. So, I sent these brand new snakeskin Jimmy Choos in with the box and the dust bag. And when I got all of these items back, I didn't get the dust bag or the box, which is frustrating because if I go to sell these anywhere else, I would like to be able to say that they're brand new with the box and dust bag, and I can't say that now. So I emailed Thredup support and I said I didn't get my box and dust bag back. What's going on with that? And they were very clear that that's not their policy to not send back the boxes and the dust bags. I'm not surprised with the rest of my experience with Thredup, with some of the things that I'll talk about at the end of this video. But they did credit me $15, which is better than nothing. And now I will sell these as new without the box. Lesson learned, if I use them again, I will not send in any boxes or dust bags. So you just learn from your mistakes. These are suede Pedro Garcia heels. And I actually, as you saw earlier, sent in little suede Pedro Garcia flats that sold on there, but for some reason these did not. This did not sell because I'm pretty sure they had it labeled as the wrong thing. This is a brand new with tags. Let me remember what it is. Rick Owens thing. I'm honestly not sure what it is. I think that they had it listed as a dress the whole time, but it's very clearly not a dress because it's got this slit through it. I think it's like a abstract top that maybe like you wear jeans with and your jeans show through the slit, but this didn't sell, but they did have it listed for, you know, they priced it. Some of the prices had to change when they posted them. Most of them I didn't, and I trusted them. They kind of know what their items will sell for. Sometimes, if anything, they're not going to price things too high. If anything, they'll price things too low, and you can just go in and adjust it at any point. And then this last item is a Veronica Beard midi sundress off the shoulder, brand new with the tags. This was in people's carts a lot and just didn't sell. It's originally $550, and I scored it at the Nordstrom rack for $4.45. So now I can tell you my overall feelings about it. When I sent my items in, and then the ones that did not get accepted, I requested to have them back. I got a box this big in the mail, and I opened it up, and there were 3 items in it. And I messaged them saying, oh my gosh, I sent in almost 40 items, and I only got 3 back of the ones that they rejected, because they rejected about 15. And so I messaged them, and they were, you know, well, what did you send us? Let's find it. And thank goodness when I sent my items in, I wrote everything down. I wrote down exactly what I sent in and how much I sent in, and the sizes and the what the items were, the brands and everything. So I had something to reference and tell them exactly what I didn't get back. Had I not, I'm terrified. I might not have gotten all my items back because I wouldn't have known everything that I sent in. So that was really, really sketchy and annoying. But I did contact them. I did ultimately get all of my items back. So at least they did the right thing in that circumstance. Another thing that bothered me about using Thredup Luxe was when somebody shops on there and they get a discount coupon, it comes out of your pocket. So I think one of the first things that I sold was the Rebecca Taylor sweater, and it was going to sell for $65-70, and somebody bought it, and all of a sudden my profits from it went from 45 to like 27, and I messaged them and I was like, what's going on? I didn't change the price, so why did all of a sudden my margins go down? And they messaged me and said, well, somebody had a coupon. So I just don't think that makes sense. I think that's really bad business. I think that if they're giving out coupons to people, that it should come out of their pocket and not the seller's. That's something that I didn't like, but then again, I can, you know when they're running sales, you can expect people to have coupons. You can just counter that by having your items priced a little higher so that that doesn't happen. And then the last thing that bothered me was kind of how hard it was to get my items back and make sure that I got them back. I would say use them with caution. I didn't get my dust bag or my box back. But overall, I'm going to send in another box. I'm going to send in another bag to the normal Thredup. But I'm going to do that because everything that I had a problem with, other than them using the coupons, everything that I had a problem with, they fixed. They credited me $15 for the box and the dust bag. They did get back all of my items. And I made a little bit of money. And it was easy. I love that you can send something away. They'll take care of it for you. They'll send it back. And honestly, everything that didn't sell, they photographed. I still have all of the photos. I'm just going to use their photos. They're great. They make your items look way better than what I could make them look like. If you're going to use Thredup, I would say make sure that you write down everything that you send them. I would also say that you should make sure and think, if I don't get this item back, or if it doesn't sell for a lot, if somebody uses a coupon, I'm okay with that. I am not going to send in items that I paid more than $5 for. There was a blazer that I sent in. I paid $3 for it at the Goodwill. It sold for $15 on Thredup, and my profits for that were 65 cents. So I'm just aware of how much they give you for your items. Now, actually, they started accepting returns, which might be a problem, because a buyer could buy your items and then send them back, and then you get, all of a sudden, you get your items back, and maybe they've been worn, or maybe they're damaged, and that's a problem. But, you know, they just started taking returns, so we don't know how that's going to work yet. But I just ordered another label. I'm going to send a few things in. I'm going to make another video showing you guys what I'm sending in, how much I paid for it and everything. And then I'm going to make another video what they take, if they sell, whatever. But I just really hope that this experience and all of the problems that I had with them, the fact that they fixed those problems, can help you decide if you want to use Thredup Luxe, Thredup. So thank you for watching. I hope that I can help.